Where did it begin? Many believe that the Sunni-Shia issue began only after the death of Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. But this is not entirely true. In reality, after the Prophet's passing, Muslims were expected to continue on one unified path. So what factors led to the emergence of the Sunni-Shia division? Strictly speaking, there were no Sunnis or Shias immediately after the Prophet's death. There were only Muslims. Yet, from certain historical sources, we understand that even while the Prophet lay on his deathbed, discussions about succession had already begun. Throughout his life, from the moment of his prophethood until his final days, Muhammad repeatedly emphasized that Islam had a divine mission, with guidance relevant for all times and places. He stated clearly, "I leave you two things. If you hold firmly to them, you will never go astray. These two will never be separated until the day of judgment: the Quran and my al-Bayt, my family." Still, while the Prophet was on his deathbed, companions began laying the foundation for what later became the Sunni-Shia divide. How could a religion with clear guidance for every matter not have instructions about who should lead after the Prophet? Naturally, this question weighed heavily on everyone's mind. Who will lead after Muhammad? It is reported that, in his final moments, the Prophet asked for paper and pen to write something that would prevent division among the Muslims. However, some companions prevented this, claiming the Prophet was delirious. What was it that he wished to write? What issue could have been so important that he insisted on it even with only minutes left of his life? Clearly, it was the matter of leadership after him. Soon after the Prophet passed away, while Imam Ali and other close companions were preparing for the funeral, a group of companions convened and appointed Abu Bakr as leader. One faction believed Abu Bakr should be the first caliph. Another, however, maintained that Ali, the Prophet's cousin and son-in-law, was the rightful successor. Ultimately, Abu Bakr was chosen by the majority of those present. Yet Ali and other family members of the Prophet were absent from this meeting. This absence later became central to the Shia argument that Ali had been unjustly overlooked. The supporters of Abu Bakr came to be known as Sunnis, while the supporters of Ali became known as Shia, a term derived from Shiat Ali, meaning the party of Ali, Sunnis al-Sunnah. After the Prophet's death, one group of Muslims believed that he had not appointed a successor. They argued that leadership should be decided by consultation, shura, among the community. These Muslims became the first Sunnis, also called al-Sunnah. Over time, Sunni Islam developed into four main schools of jurisprudence: Hanafi, Maliki, Shafi'i, and Hanbali, alongside several theological branches. Shias, another group of Muslims, believed that the Prophet had, in fact, appointed a successor by divine command. They argued that leadership should pass to someone chosen by God, not by people. This group became the earliest Shias, rallying behind Ali, the Prophet's son-in-law. Shias are generally divided into three main branches: Twelvers, Ithna Ashariya, who recognize 12 imams, Zaydis, Ismailis. Differences between Sunnis and Shias. While Sunnis and Shias share the same core beliefs: belief in Allah, the Quran, and the Prophet Muhammad as the final messenger, there are notable differences. Leadership Sunnis believe the Prophet left succession to the community, to be decided by consultation. Shias believe the Prophet, by God's command, explicitly designated a successor, Ali, and obedience to him was obligatory. Infallibility, Isma. Shias hold that prophets and imams are divinely protected from sin and error, serving as flawless role models for humanity. Sunnis, while revering prophets, generally hold that they were human beings capable of mistakes before their prophethood. Jurisprudential practices. There are differences in ritual practices, such as prayer. For example, Sunnis typically fold their hands during prayer, while Shias keep their hands at their sides. Shias also often use a small clay tablet, turba, for prostration, symbolizing the importance of bowing on natural elements. The present situation. Today, Sunnis and Shias represent the two largest branches of Islam. Sunnis form the overwhelming majority of the Muslim world. Shias make up the majority populations in Iran, Iraq, Bahrain, and Azerbaijan, with significant communities in Lebanon, Yemen, Pakistan, and parts of India. Unity. Despite theological and jurisprudential differences, many Sunni and Shia scholars emphasize that these disagreements should not divide the Muslim community. They argue that both groups must stand united against common challenges, rather than viewing one another as enemies. For example, Sunni and Shia sources record slightly different dates for the Prophet's birth. Instead of treating this as a point of division, prominent scholars have designated the entire week as the Week of Unity, emphasizing cooperation over division. The message is clear. Sunnis and Shias are not enemies of each other, but members of a single Muslim ummah, called to unite against external threats.